You know, it's strange. Most that I can remember or recall of the No Guns Life anime all extends. No pun intended with that, okay? I know the attachments they have are called extends because they're extension of themselves. Hence the name extended. It's very on the nose, honestly. But yeah, from Gondry showing up, the prisoners escaping um, from like their transport, Cronin showing up, um, the assassination attempt on the first extended ever named Mega Armed Tokisada Sai. All of that I remember from the first season of the anime. And I remember all that being stretched out. And yet, it feels like majority of that was covered in volume 2. So good thing I'm not just some asshole on here that just recaps what they read. You know, I actually try to go more I don't know, deep into the literature aspect of these stories themselves. And although we get introduced to a bunch of new characters in this volume, each one of these characters feels not fully fleshed out, but very much rounded. Take Olivia, for example, the head of the Reconstruction Agency. The fact that she has to walk the line of bureaucratic tape, despite the fact that there is a lot involved which adds to her own personal history. She knows that she could take into action an account of her own sense of justice, but then her own justice isn't really the justice of the society that they're in. Which, just like in the real world, there are a lot of different viewpoints and practices which do end up conflicting with one another. And you got characters like Cronin, who is obviously a foil to Inui Juzo. Or maybe he's a foil. That I really haven't been able to pick up on, but where Juzo is very open about not following hardened rules, Cronin is the kind of man that not only follows hardened rules, but keeps those rules in regulation. However, he only does this when the spotlight is on him, or if he believes that, you know, his actions can be used against him. But behind closed doors, behind shadows, you know, in dark alleys and all that, that is where Cronin really shines. That is where he, just like Juzo, acts in his own accord. And we also have the polarity between Gondry and Sai. Both of them being part of the same military unit. The first unit to utilize extends. You know, Sai is supposedly the very first extended to ever exist, or full body extended. The very first one. And both these mans were brothers in arms. Gondry, well, by his number, I would just assume that, well, he's the very first prisoner, and he's actually the reason why the Reconstruction Agency even exists. We also learned that he was built for assassinations because he has this, I don't know, thing called mimicry and nanomachines that can make his body look like other bodies, for lack of better words there. And he has a fake face on the back of his head, which he can reconstruct into looking like anybody else's face. which would let other people drop their guards when it comes to his inevitable approach. And why are these two sides of the same coin? It's not because they both served in the same military unit. It's because on one hand, one of them became a renowned hero, while the other one became a much renowned villain. In a sense, it's the polarities of God and the devil. You know, where Sai is known for his charity, while Gondry is really known for his death and destruction. And Juzo, having been someone that was part of a group known as the Gun Slave Unit, and having no recollection of his memories prior to the extended part of his gun for a head, could have fallen in either of these. Could have fallen in either place. Like Gondry, he could have fucking went nuts and killed a bunch of people. And like Sai, granted, would he have been heralded as some remarkable war hero? Probably not. But as Sai openly displays his love for the people, so could have Juzo. And in a way, Juzo does kind of show his love for society by opening up a shop of sorts to help people out that really can't go to either Bjorn or Brugren, or how the hell you fucking say that, or even the I keep forgetting their name, the Reconstruction Agency. He's basically the middleman. I gotta say, after reading just 2 volumes of... Okay, so, hope I'm not pronouncing this wrong. Tasuku Karasuma work, which is No Gun's Life. I've come to the... What's the right word for that? Not assessment. The conclusion that his, I'm just assuming it's a he because of the name, his strongest writing point is characters. And not just character interaction, but, you know, just displaying characters. And character writing, it is not an easy feat. Now, this is not saying that he's weak in world building, because from this volume and the volume before it, volume 1, of course it'd be the volume before it, with these 2 volumes, there's so much that we have learned about the world that Juzo inhabits. We know where the extents come from. We know that there was a war that ended up, going into what made the extended possible, or rather it was because of war that the extends were even created in the first place. We know that there are political hierarchies, and that there are agencies that both work for and against each other. The only thing we really don't have is big geographical locations, and that's about it. Or at least for now, that's what we don't have. And so, with that being said, what do you guys think of No Gun's Life, Volume 2? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day. if you'd be so kind as to subscribe to the channel, and after you subscribe, turn notifications on. That way you'll know when I put out more content in the future. And if you'd be so kind also to give the video a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm, lets the algorithm know that my content is worth watching. And share the video with people that you think would, or rather know, would enjoy my awkward content. Because let's face it, I'm pretty fucking awkward. Alright, with that being said, ciao for now.